Hiya, pals. That's kind of a reference from Home Alone movies, in case you were wondering. Anyway, it is May the 7th. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. 1 month from today, the 2018 North Carolina Republican Party Convention kicks off. Yes. I should say it's going to be the convention eve. They're going to doing a baseball game outing to the Hickory Crawdads stadium there in Hickory and have like an all-you-can-eat buffet kind of thing, and doing that. Anyway, so we're now a month from convention, or be going, the days of months are now weeks, and the weeks have turned to days, and being that we are now only a month out from convention, I have decided to start doing some convention-related videos. And the first one for this year is going to be called NCGOP Convention Do's and Don'ts. This is some things that I have, some tips that I have gathered over the conventions that I have attended, which was 2011 to 2014. And, of course, this year will be my 5th convention, and hopefully I'll be able to start a streak of, 40 or 50 conventions in a row, because I really love attending these things. I mean, this is like almost kind of sort of my Christmas morning of the year, because my family is going to be down here in Florida, like 1,000 miles away, and I'll be up in North Carolina, so I'm probably not going to see them, every couple of years or something. But anyway, okay, convention do's and don'ts. Here we go. First one on the do list is do arrive early. Okay. I'm very happy that since 2014, the state party has decided to help people arrive early by actually starting registration on a Thursday afternoon rather than just have everybody register on a Friday morning. So what does that do? Well, if you register on Thursday, there'll probably be hardly anybody in line. You'll probably be the only person in line, and you get your materials. You get an opportunity to get the convention materials, the program, because the convention agenda, they usually do not release that until just a couple days for convention. And also, you'll get information on different events that are going on during the convention weekend, and also different hospitality hospitality rooms, booth, whatever you want to call that. And those always occur during the evening after the evening dinner session, usually start about 9 o'clock on Friday and Saturday night. So you can have an opportunity to plan ahead on those things. Say, okay, well, hey, there's a really good tea party group having hospitality room on Friday night. Let's go to that. And then Saturday you might be like, well, there's not really anything interesting Saturday night, so maybe we can go to bed early or stay in, order pizza, that sort of thing. Another thing about do arriving early is think about it. You get to the convention on a day before, okay? You check into your hotel room and you get a good night's sleep versus the person, and this is actually an episode that occurred back in 2013. They had to delay registration, delay registration and delay the start of the convention business session on Friday for up to an hour because there were so many people who decided to wait to the day of the convention to drive from Raleigh to Charlotte, and there was a bad accident on I-85. They decided to wait until the day of the convention and then leave Raleigh and go to Charlotte. Just so many people did that, and that delayed the convention. It's tough on everybody. It's tough on those of us who actually leave the convention early and expect to have a lengthy and productive business session. And then there's those of you who wait to the last minute and just, it's disrespectful. Okay, I just say it bluntly. thing is also about arriving early. Is you can know where all the business session is going to be. You can know where all the all the events are going to be. You just can really get acquainted with the convention venue and know your way around. Versus arriving on the day of convention, getting there 10 minutes before the convention starts, and then the whole weekend you're running around with the chicken with its head cut off trying to find, oh my gosh, where's that breakout session? Where's that meeting? Ah! Okay? So, yeah, do arrive early. And remember, if you're one of these people who doesn't want to arrive early, well, consider the alternative I just gave you. Okay. Another do is do make the convention the sole focus of your weekend. So what do I mean by that? If you're going to make this convention a family outing, that's fine. Okay. If you're the dad, the husband, the group, and you're the political person, you will want to really commit to the whole weekend of being a convention, and maybe spending time with the wife and kids, during the evening, something like that. If you have wife and kids who are not political people, have them on Friday, Friday during the day, go off, do something else, shopping, mini golf, mountains, whatever. Saturday, same thing. You can stay in the convention the whole day, okay? Do not skip business sessions to go off and, go to the mountains for a day or something, okay? Don't do that, please, because that'll affect quorum and everything else, and it's just a mess, okay? So please do make the convention the sole focus of your weekend. And, of course, there's nothing wrong with arriving a few days before the convention and doing fun activities, or you can stay a few days after the convention leaves and do some fun touristy things too. But remember, do make the convention the sole focus of your weekend. Okay, another do your homework. What do I mean by that? Well, this pertains to the familiarize yourself with convention rules, the party platform, resolutions, plan of organization changes. All that information I hope, will be released within the next day or two, because there's a rule that says it has to be released no later than 30 days prior to the convention beginning. So yeah, that means today or tomorrow it should be released. And the party gives you those 30 days so you can look at the information you're going to be debating and voting on during the convention. Please read it through thoroughly, okay, and make some notes. Maybe there's a few things that you want to add or subtract to these various resolutions or the plan of organization. Okay, but please take those 30 days and take this party business seriously. Okay, do not wait until Friday, June the 7th. Start reading Friday, June the 8th. To read this stuff. Day of convention, because you'll rush through it. You will not be able to focus. There'll be so many other distractions and things coming at you. Okay, so please do your homework ahead of time. Okay. And the last do on my list is do have fun. Okay. This is the one opportunity every year that you're going to be around 1,000 to 1,500 like-minded people, like-minded Republicans. You're going to be around a lot of various politicians and everything. If you're an introvert, and I'm an introvert too, but yeah, try to break out of your shell a little bit and introduce yourself to people, make some new friends, seize every opportunity the convention gives you. And also what I mean by that is, hey, usually they will have a central committee meeting before the convention begins. That is a wonderful opportunity to really get yourself made known to the big players in the NCGOP. Go to that meeting. They usually will have it. They usually have a table Do not sit at the table. You will become an enemy very quickly of the Central Committee, because that table is for the Central Committee officers only. They will usually have chairs around the outer perimeter of the room where guests can sit. Okay. Also, please try to arrive a little bit early to these meetings too. That way you can get a good seat. Another thing I wanted to do have fun is also the county chairman, district chairman's breakfast they have every year on Saturday morning. Try to go to that. That's another way to get yourself made known to county and district chairman, especially the one in your county, your district, especially if you're trying to get on the executive committee. There you go. Introduce yourself. Say, "Hi, I'm Bobby. I'm this. Oh my gosh, I left North Carolina. What the heck was I thinking? I want to get involved in politics. Please, please, please. I want to go on the executive committee as soon as possible." You know, just be very, be a fly on the wall and just go everywhere with people and just seize the opportunity, seize the weekend, make the convention the sole purpose of your weekend. Okay. Here we go. Now we're going to talk about the don'ts of convention. Here we go. The first one is don't be a kook. What do I mean by that? When you're at the convention, don't have, come to convention and dress business casual, I would say, is appropriate. In other words, wear a fairly nice button-down shirt, pair of khakis, shoes. You're going to be doing a lot of walking and stuff, so I would say it's perfectly okay to have tennis shoes, but do not wear flip-flops, okay? And of course, there's nothing wrong with dress shoes or even a suit and tie, too, if you want to do that. But again, just don't come to convention dressed in a T-shirt that's wrinkly and a pair of, Hawaiian shorts, and flip-flops, okay? So yeah, dress, fairly, kind of like you're going to church a little bit, but, even people that go to church do suit and tie. Just nice button-down shirt, khakis, be okay. Another thing under the don't be a kook is something that I have to repeat every single year, and I don't know why I have to say this, but I do. Happens every single year at convention. Okay, when you want to speak on the convention floor, there will be at least 2, 3, maybe even depending on the size of the venue, up to 4 microphones. When you want to speak at convention, you get up from your chair, walk over to the nearest microphone, and you speak. Do not shout out from the convention floor. Just don't do it. You would think we've had enough people embarrassing themselves over the year. You would think I wouldn't have to say this, but I do every single year. Go to the microphone. Okay. Another thing under don't be a kook is people that abuse Robert's Rules of Order. What do I mean by this? They will say, "Hey, point of information." Point of information is something that can be done at any time during the convention proceedings. And what you're supposed to do with the point of information is ask a question. Like, let's say somebody has a point of organization change. You want to know, okay, who was the author of this point of organization change? That is a perfectly legitimate question. Not use, there's also point of parliamentary inquiry. And then there's point of order, which point of order might be, man, is it hot in here? Can somebody turn the AC up a little bit? Okay. Unfortunately, what a lot of people do under those 3 things is they'll start and they'll say a rambling statement, okay? And they'll try to use that as a backdoor way to enter into debate. Now, I might not be making a lot of sense right now, but I'm going to talk about Robert's Rules of Order a little bit, how that works in another video, okay? But for now, just know that, okay, don't abuse point of information, point of parliamentary inquiry, or point of order, okay? Those are to ask questions only. They are not for debate. Another one is, don't call quorum, okay? Now, this is perfectly legal. You can do it. This is more of what Bobby Crawford's opinion of the business session is. I hate it when people call quorum because it stops the business session. And yeah, most of the time, not enough people are present and we have to end the business session. So everything grinds to a halt. Okay, please just let the business session flow naturally. Don't call quorum. Keep me happy. Another don't is don't leave early. This applies mainly to business sessions on Friday and Saturday because that'll affect the quorum call. But also a bigger pet peeve I have is the executive committee meeting, which is always on a Sunday. And we have had, let's see. Okay. The last few years, I know 2012, 2013, we had executive committee meetings. But in 2014, we did not have quorum. Okay. When you're on the executive committee meeting, you are expected to attend 2 state meetings a year, include one at the convention. Also, I believe you can't miss more than 3 consecutive meetings. And yeah, your district will have about maybe 3 meetings in their district. But the problem is that some of this is the state party shenanigans, but what happens a lot is the executive committee will meet Sunday morning, and what will happen is they'll have a prayer breakfast for it. And listen, I am a Christian. I am very much for prayer breakfast. Okay. The thing is, I believe that event needs to be moved to maybe like a Thursday evening or another spot on the schedule, because prayer breakfast usually runs from like 8 to 10, and then after that is the executive committee meeting. Well, by about 10 o'clock, most people are packing up and they're getting the heck out of Dodge and going back to wherever they came from, and they're skipping the executive committee meeting, and we don't have quorum. So what I think they should do is either they should move the executive committee meeting to like 8 or 9 o'clock early Sunday morning so people go to the meeting and then leave by noon or something, or they should make harsher consequences for people that skip executive committee meeting at convention. In other words, if you miss the executive committee meeting at the convention, you're done. You're gone. That's it for you. As for being on the executive committee meeting. Now you can re-register. You can for the next election cycle. You can try again, or I'll say maybe put like a 4 to 6 year ban for you as far as being on executive committee. Or if you miss the executive committee meeting on Sunday morning, that should count as 2 absences. And remember, you cannot miss more than 3 consecutive. So yeah, that's pretty good, I think. The 2 consecutive. It might seem a little harsh if we throw you out for missing 1 meeting. But again, this is a very important meeting. This year, they're going to be discussing the judicial primaries. Okay, so please remember what I said under do. Do make the convention the sole focus of your weekend. Okay. And finally, under don't is don't over-register for events. What do I mean by that? Well, I would say allow yourself some lag time throughout the convention. That's why I say arrive on Thursday. Another thing I'll say is first year I went to convention, it was in Wilmington in 2011, and I lived like 5 minutes away from the convention, so I was able to sleep in my own home. I didn't have to do hotel room or really spend much on gas getting to and from. And I did the whole package for like $350, and did all the Friday night dinner, Friday, Saturday dinners, Saturday lunch, and all that stuff. Sunday morning breakfast. And what I found was, honestly, especially Friday and Saturday night, okay, I don't know about you, but I'm really tired at the end of the day. Okay, I'm ready to go back to my hotel room and chill. You know, and the food they serve, it's these little tiny baby portions. And Saturday lunch was cold cuts. Oh my gosh, I hate cold sandwiches. Yeah, and honestly, the speakers there are really, not really worth the price of admission, to tell you the truth. There's been some good ones in the past, but honestly, I can go on YouTube if I want to watch a speech of, like Corey Lewandowski or Donald Trump or who they had in the past. I don't know, Mike Huckabee. Yeah. I mean, you can really save some money there, okay? And another thing, too, why I say don't over-register for events is because a lot of years you have the business session will run late. And if you have tickets for dinner, yeah, you'll be pressured to leave the business session to get to the dinner. Now, I've usually hear that they'll hold off the start of dinner so the business session can end, but still, about it, you put unnecessary pressure on yourself when oh my gosh, I have dinner tickets tonight. What is the business session going to end? Somebody call quorum. It's chaos. Okay. Also, another thing too is the hospitality rooms. In the 4 years prior that I was at the NCGOP convention, I never attended the hospitality rooms. This year, I'm going to commit to at least one night. I'm going to check out the Scoop, okay? But you don't have to do both nights. You don't have to do any nights. You're probably not missing a whole lot. You maybe are, but again, kind of a chance to get to meet people. And I've been out of the political game for about 4 years now, and I need to get myself up to speed. So, yeah. So don't think you have to go to every single hospitality room on every single night, okay? So don't over-register for events, okay? Have some chill time built into the convention schedule. But remember, do make the convention the sole purpose of your weekend. Okay, well, I am Conservative Pelican, and it's time for me to, fly away, I guess. Bye-bye.